Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Dan Joseph is our subject. And not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award.
You know, that's one of those honors, Matt, that's just really cool to get. Like you said, it means that you can dominate against the best of the best in the major leagues. Also, remember this.
It's on the cold side here in Toronto, but the Rogers Center roof is shut, and we're almost set for baseball. Today, getaway day here in this. Dan Joseph will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
Hey, Joe D, look out. Someone's coming after you.
Evan Longoria will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a. Steven Souza set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Swing and a liner. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch. Dan Joseph will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Bruce, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
So a runner on second with one down now. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez is there to make the catch, and now they may have the runner caught off a second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Dan Joseph will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Evan Longoria stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he'll step off. He's running towards second, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly. He's going.
Lined into left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Striding into the box, Steven Souza. He drew a walk his first time up. Pickoff move to second, and a dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Looking to keep this a one-run game, and a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
In the air out toward right field. Bruce is there, makes the play, one away. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Dan Joseph digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
The batter,
Cecil's ready. Here's the first pitch. It's sharply toward third, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. In now, Evan Longoria. He singled his last time up.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And that's off the left field wall. Around third and being waved on home. But he'll decide against pushing his luck here as he gets back to third with one. Steven Souza will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the interior. Alejandro De Aza comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to. Tim Beckham will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Striding in to start the 9th, Dan Joseph, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. Bruce is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Well, he fails here in his bid for a 5-hit ball game, but he's had a game to remember, no doubt about it.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game. This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Dan Joseph is our man to watch. And not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award. Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Dan Joseph gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner. But Dan Joseph will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. So it's a ground ball single to left for him here, his second hit tonight. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently leads the Rays in that category.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty.
Will Myers stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Come on, big guy.
Smoke toward the hole.
Hey, nice try.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Beat him.
The third baseman.
At the plate, Evan Longoria. He singled his last time up. Gray sets. Here it comes. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home. Logan Forsythe stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he misses with it for ball. Steven Souza has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and sure.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on 2 hits. Dan Joseph digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Dan Joseph.
They see it, drive it.
High fly ball out to deep right field. McHenry going back. Gone! Dan Joseph will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. But this will be coming to the plate now, Dan Joseph. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. Will Myers strides in, grounded out his last time through. Here it is on 3-0. Myers takes, and this winds up missing ball 4. Evan Longoria will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
On the ground to the left side. He's got it. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Here now is our